So in the beginning of this video, with all the little pieces that I placed down, I made those in a program called Blender. I don't currently have them up for download, and I'm not really sure if I will, just because the quality of them isn't the best, and I'm not done with the videos that I'm making of them right now, so I don't really want to put them up before I get to. So before in the videos that I was making, I made them out of the foundation tool in the game, and for a while I've been really frustrated with the fact that I can't get it curved the way I wanted to. I hadn't recorded and put this up, but I tried to use, I don't know if you saw on the white edge of the stage that little black box, I tried to use those to make a curve, but when you zoom in it gets like really pixely and it glitches and it'll clip together, so that didn't work. And for a while I've wanted to try to model my own thing, but I didn't know how, so I've watched a bunch of videos and tutorials that have really helped. And you know, when you zoom in too close, sometimes the pieces disappear because my mesh skills aren't all the way there, and you can kind of see through some of the pieces, which looks a little weird, but I think it looks better than the foundation tool being like really blocky. Right now at this part I'm putting like the little instrument spots. I made these in Blender too. They look a little crooked, but that's okay. The visual screen I made with the sphere in Blender, and then I just outlined it. This right here is actually a dining table that I just recolored. It's a little circular. Oh, also this little teleport tool right here is what I use for scale. Since it's the exact same size as the sim. Okay, so I have a few questions pulled up here that I get really frequently that are really hard to answer on TikTok. DLC wise, you don't technically need to have any. I do recommend at least Get Famous for the lot size, but if you really wanted to do this, you could just use the 50x50 lot in the base game. The stage would need to be a little bit smaller since I use a 64x64, but it's really not that big of a deal. CC wise, I do not make any clothing or hair or accessories except for I recolored a microphone to be white, but it wasn't mine to begin with. I don't make any of those. I have a big document actually, and I'll put in this one too, and it has a whole bunch of links to stuff. It has build and buy objects, it has create a sim stuff. I'll put that in there. Another one that I see asked to me almost every day is how I get the background, the green screening on the videos. I use an editing program called Lightworks. It's completely free. All the editing stuff that I use is completely free, and I green screen that in, and also the little side screens you'll see later are, I think they're blue and red. They might be green and red. I chroma key those in to make like the little visual screens, and occasionally I'll do stage visuals like in the REM one, but that's the same idea, the same thing. So with that, it's kind of hard to explain, but you're not actually going to see anything happening in-game. When I'm recording things, it's just Sims doing the animations and everything else is still. The walls are usually yellow because I chroma key different effects into there, but everything that you're going to see in-game is really plain. And another one I see really often is, what game is this? It's The Sims 4. You can buy it through Origin or Steam. You can get it on console, but if you get it on console, you won't be able to have any mods that I use. I really wouldn't be able to do this without any mods. There is not a free way to get it, sadly, unless the company is offering it for free, which they occasionally do. I believe there's a $5 sale right now. I could be wrong. It could be gone by the time I actually put this out. I'm not sure when this is gonna go up. But the base game to buy is $40. They don't really sell it for that much anymore. It's usually around $5. I see a lot of people asking me how long this takes. Sorry with the mouse clicking. I'm just going back and forth, making sure that my microphone isn't peaking. A lot of people ask how long this takes. For me to model everything in Blender, I think it took around 5 days in total for me to get all the pieces. It took a really long time because I was kind of teaching myself in the process. If you go back on my really old videos, which I really hate to watch because they look so bad. Sorry, there's a plane flying over. If you go back on the really old videos, you can see how different everything looks. Those were really short to do. I used to edit those on my phone. If you go back on those, the quality will peak at like 480p, and now I think it's 720p on mine. But on average, to record it, it takes like an hour and a half maybe, and then to edit it, it can take anywhere between an hour and like an entire day that I take breaks between. And then to upload it, that's really quick. Editing, that's my favorite part of this. Also, what I mentioned earlier about that document, that includes the custom merch that I put on some of the Sims, so that will be in there too. You can put that on them. And the little people that I'm putting down right about now, those are objects. I believe I have those in the document that they don't move or anything, but I think it looks better than just nothing, so they just kind of stand there. And I think that's about it. I hope I didn't miss anything, so I'm just gonna let the rest of the video go.